drinking. I love women. Man, I love college.
Hello everyone, I'm Kiara Sanchez, and I did this video along with Kristen Rake, Alexis Ramirez, Ellie Hernandez, and Alyssa Torres. We will be discussing the effects of alcohol consumption on college campuses. Harmful and underage drinking are significant public health problems. They exact an enormous toll on the intellectual lives of students on college campuses across the United States. Researchers estimate that each year, about 1,825 students between the ages of 18 and 24 die from alcohol-related unintentional injuries, including motor vehicle crashes. About 97,000 students between the ages of 18 and 24 report experiencing alcohol-related sexual assault or date rape. About 696,000 students between the ages of 18 and 24 are assaulted by another student who has been drinking. About 1 in 4 college students report academic consequences from drinking, including missing class, falling behind in class, doing poorly on exams and papers, and receiving low grades overall. Here is a picture of college students in alcohol abuse. Full-time students are at least 2 times more likely to engage in heavy drinking during their college years. 2 out of 5 college students report regular binge drinking. 1 in 5 students is considered a heavy drinker.
This is a sample size of 150 people, and this shows the number of drinks that these students had in one night. 50% of those people drank 1 to 2 drinks. 38% of people drank 3 to 4 drinks, and 12% of those people drank 5 or more drinks. According to the California Health Interview Survey in Fresno, out of 132,000 people, 71,000 of those people drank alcohol in the past month, whereas 8,000 people did not. Of the people that drank alcohol, 85.3% of them were males. These numbers are based on the ages 18 to 25, which is the majority of college student ages. As for California as a whole, out of 3,992,000 people, 2,272,000 people drank alcohol, with 63.6% being males and 49.9% of those being females. The remaining number did not drink alcohol at all. Drinking alcohol does not necessarily mean drinking more than 1 alcoholic beverage. CHIS also gave the amount of people who were binge drinkers. Out of the 3,992,000 people, 1,172,000 people engaged in binge drinking, with 36.5% being male, 19% being females. Students think that once they come to college, it's all about partying and drinking, and they forget about the more important things like academics, family, and work.
Since we are interested in the health risks associated with alcohol consumption on college campuses, we went ahead and conducted an observational study. We went ahead and observed the female and male college students that consumed alcohol. Our question for our study is, does alcohol consumption among male and female students on college campuses affect their intellectual abilities? We hypothesized yes. Alcohol consumption does affect college students' intellectual abilities, the majority being females. Our setting for our study took place in The Bucket. The Bucket is the only location on campus that sells alcohol. Time and frequency. We decided to observe in this area during the weekdays of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for 1 hour each day until we reached a sample size of 40. We also came up with a chart on how to record this data. The chart is right here, and here we see male, female, and what we took note of is whether these students had to have drinking the alcohol. So we went ahead and said, did they go to class, went to class, skipped class, or they were done for the day. We did not take into account the other students that were just doing their homework inside the bucket or eating in the restaurant. The materials that we needed, it was the location on campus where alcohol is served. We also needed a pen or pencil, the chart, the observers, which is our group, and the time slot, which was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Also, the survey. Our survey consisted of these three main questions, but it also included: are you 21 or older? Have you missed class before due to having a hangover? Have you had 5 or more drinks in the last month? Do you drive home or work? And then the three main questions: are you going to go to class? Are you skipping class? Or are you done for the day?
To gather our results, we created a survey that we handed out on campus at the bucket. The survey consisted of 7 questions, and we handed it out to the alcohol consumers right before they left after finishing their drink. We asked if they would like to participate in an anonymous survey that consisted of 7 questions. The 7 questions were: are you 21 or older? Have you missed class before due to having a hangover? Have you had 5 or more drinks in the last month? Do you drive home or walk home? Are you going to go to class? Are you skipping class? And are you done with school for the day? 20 females and 20 males participated in our survey. As for the results, 16 males were under the age of 21 and 12 females were under the age of 21. 38 out of the 40 participants admitted to having a drink before the age of 21. 17 males said yes, they have missed class due to having a hangover, and 11 females said yes, they have missed class due to having a hangover. That same day, after consuming alcohol, 6 males went to class, 7 males ditched, and 19 males did not go to class. As for the females, after drinking alcohol, 4 of them went to class, 3 females ditched, and 1 female did not go to class. The overall results were that male students tend to drink more than female students.
After hearing all of this information, we can conclude that drinking on college campuses can have an effect on the students' intellectual performance when it comes to school and actually going to class. We have found that many of the people who went to the bucket here at Fresno State were more than likely to skip class rather than going. With that being said, the majority of the people who were buying the alcohol were mostly men. The study indicates what we as a society should do to decrease the numbers that we have found from our previous results. To go along with that, from our results, we can conclude that there were more men than women purchasing alcoholic drinks from the bucket when we did our observational study. There are many factors that played a role in helping us find our results, and those factors were the survey we provided to the students, the fact that we actually questioned them on if they were actually going to class or not, and possibly the time that we decided to work on this study. Our recommendations for the bucket would be to not sell alcohol until after 5 p.m. The bucket is usually open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and during the lunch hours of 12 to 4, there are many classes in session. And if people are drinking, they will be less likely to attend their classes. We would recommend for the people of the school to provide Uber services to those who have been drinking on campus because it will decrease the chances of drinking and driving and any accidents that may occur from that. We would also like to recommend that if anyone has been drinking on campus, that they will not be able to ride their bike or skateboard in the chances that they might hurt someone. The chances for alcohol-related injuries will surely decrease due to the fact that no one is getting behind the wheel while being intoxicated. Always be cautious of your surroundings while drinking to prevent any assault from happening. With that being said, drinking on a college campus isn't ideal, however, it happens. The numbers that we have reached from the bucket show the male and female population differ greatly when it comes to alcohol consumption. It has many effects on the students' performance, however, it affects mainly their academic performance more with it being on a school campus rather than being out on the town.
I wanna go to college for the rest of my life. Sip Bankers Club and drink Miller Lite. On Thursday and Tuesday night ice. And now I can get pizza $1 a slice. So fill